You should do this only to be successful. You should look in this way only to fit in. And it's easy to get lost in these all demands of society, which is not even a law. Because when you see that everybody is doing this, you feel like maybe that's needed or maybe that's the only way. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. You're watching and listening to Miss Amira Jyoti on Speak Up Hesitations, and you are on Speak Up Hesitations as well. Alright, before starting with today's conversation, I would like to ask how are you all? I hope you all are doing good and fine. Okay, that was a joke. No, not that was not a joke. I really want to ask how you all doing, but yeah. So before starting with today's conversation, I would just like to clarify a small basic difference. That is, do you really know that there's a difference when you care for somebody and when you care what they're saying? I know it. Because when you care for somebody, you do everything that is right or you do your best to make them happy, right? But when you care what they're saying, it means you're getting affected. And that effect can be good and bad both. In the same way, if we care about society, we do everything that is good or would be better for society, right? Even if our contribution is just a small step. Just like if you care for your society, you're just being a good person who thinks about or who cares about other people's life too. Just like if you see someone struggling or you know something that is not right, you might step up and help out. It's not always about doing something huge, right? Just basic small little things like you might try your best to make someone feel included, being humble, being kind, or even standing up for what's right. But when we care what society is asking us to do or what society demands of us, those demands can affect us. And again, effect can be both good and bad. So here we need to protect ourselves a little. All right. Because the question is, should we have to care for society? Of course, we have to care for society. Because, first of all, we ourselves are a part of society. Second of all, whatever we are going to contribute into society, society is going to hold that. Whatever society is holding, society is going to offer that. We are the only one who's going to be the end consumer, right? So, of course, we have to take care of society. Indirectly, we are taking care of ourselves only. But I feel like there are few things which shouldn't be followed straight away or which shouldn't be taken care of because those things are not good for society and indirectly not good for you. There are a lot of expectations. You should do this only to be successful. You should look in this way only to fit in. And it's easy to get lost in these all demands of society, which is not even a law. Because when you see that everybody is doing this, you feel like maybe that's needed or maybe that's the only way. And the cherry on the cake is sometimes you're sure about all the irrelevant or unnecessary things on the way of success, on the road of success, and still you pursue all those irrelevant things. And because you are the one who is pursuing all those irrelevant things, you will get affected. If not at stage one, then at stage two for sure. So here we need to avoid a little of what society is asking us to do. Okay, if you're not getting this vibe that everybody's doing this and I should do it too, if you're not at all getting this vibe, it's okay. It's cool to do your own things and focus on what makes you happy. Just don't go for anything which is unethical. Otherwise, you'll be guilty of your life at the time when you'll be on your deathbed. And you don't have to care for everything society wants you to do. Because you and I also need to figure out and calculate, is that even logical? And if it's logical, then to what extent it's logical? And if it's not logical, then you and I don't need to explain it to anybody. Now tell me, how many of you do over or extra for your beauty standards or body image? I feel like basic hygiene is okay. You want to look good, you want to smell good. I think everybody should do it. It's perfectly fine. But when you start doing extra and that too at increasing pace, it leads to insecurity. It leads to comparison and sometimes unrealistic goals. And I don't feel like it's good for your mental health and even emotional health too. So please avoid these not so worthy demands of society. We don't need it, right? Stop taking pills that causing headache. Society really can't tie anybody. And I feel like maybe nobody's tying anybody. Maybe society is not tying you and I. Maybe we are the only one who's not figuring out or setting limits for ourselves. Stop adding on to faults. I think it's that individual fault as well. We need to think about it. We keep hearing this that everyone has their own definition of success. And I have realized one thing that it's not just saying we have to keep our own definition of success. It's really important to have our own definition of success. How can we not be conscious about the fact that nobody can live somebody else's timeline? Of course, we need to plan our next day. Of course, we need to think of our future. Of course, we need to map our career goals. But just don't try to control time. It gives you stress. You will have everything. If you're making efforts, nobody's gonna take your bike from you. So please take care of society as well. Be a good person, help out, but at the same time, protect your mental peace as well. We need to be that conscious. Okay, I hope this video is friendly, kind. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next, and good luck to everybody. As usual, bye for now.